What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to try to tell you as best and as quickly as I can everything that I think you should know about Marvel's Avengers if you're going to start playing right now. And by right now, I don't necessarily mean right when this video is recorded. Everything I've included here should be relevant for a while, so if you're watching this 6 months or a year from now, I hope this still helps. If by any chance information in this video gets outdated, then I guess I'll just have to make a new video. And speaking of more content, I do make more content on YouTube, so make sure you subscribe to see all of that, and like and comment on this video so more people get a chance to see it. I also make content on Twitch and Twitter, and I've put the link to those in the description below. Before we get started, I should probably say that this isn't going to be one of those videos that tells you how to do everything in the game as fast as possible. If you're looking for that information, those videos already exist. What I'm going to focus on is helping you get the most out of this video game that you've decided to invest some time into. Because we all want to play a game the best way, right? But the thing is, I don't think speeding through the game just to get to some imaginary endpoint is necessarily the best way. So that's my first tip. Don't rush. Take your time. Enjoy the experience. I have a lot more that I want to share with you, and if I keep rambling about each point like this video is going to be incredibly long. So what we're going to try now is something I've never done, and we're going to do a little Q&A section. Try to answer these questions as rapid fire as I can. You ready? Here goes. Check the Objectives tab in-game to see what's waiting for you. The designed order seems to be reassembled, then the mission chain reigning supreme, then taking aim, then future imperfect, then war for Wakanda, and leveling all of your characters along the way. After you're done with that, that's when you start working on character builds, grinding for exotics, and stuff like that. For that, you select Avengers Initiative from the main screen instead of selecting one of the operations. Just know that if you do this, you might not have access to all of the missions and rewards, so make sure you finish the campaigns when you can. Your next goal is probably to get your characters to level 50 and power level 131. That's when people normally start putting builds together. Honestly, whichever character you like the most. They can all be really strong, so don't let anyone tell you otherwise. My favorites are Kamala and Thor so far, but find the ones that you love. The best way to play any character is the way that you most enjoy it. You can check my channel for builds that I love if you think that'll help, but let me say it again. The best way to play any character, and honestly any video game, is the way that you most enjoy doing it. So play that way. Just by playing. Missions give you XP that increases your level, and gear normally drops at a slightly higher power level until you get to power level 131, so equip gear as you go to keep increasing that level. You sure will. There's no reroll though, so once you spend a skill point, that's it until the next one. After you reach level 50, you start to earn champion points that can be used to boost your character's attributes. I like to focus on perk chance, and crit damage because those seem to have the most effect. Keep anything that drops a great roll at power level 100 or above. The power level 100 gear won't be useful right now, but a recent State of the Game blog said that anything that drops at power level 100 or above will be able to be taken to the new gear cap when it's raised. Right now, all you're probably going to use is epic or better gear that drops at power level 130. It's great if it helps you play a character the way you want. look for perks that match up to your playstyle and stats that boost the character's attributes that you want to focus on. Well, yes and no. Exotic is the highest gear rarity, but just because it's exotic doesn't necessarily mean it's the best for your build. All of my builds use epics and legendaries as well. That really depends on what you're looking for. A lot of missions have a specific loot pool, so check the description below for a resource that'll tell you what gear drops from where. Exotics, by the way, all drop from particular missions, including Tachyon Storms, Beating the Odds, Omega level threats, Mega Hives, Last Avenger Standing, and priority missions. Yes and no. Some missions, like Last Avenger Standing and Tachyon Storms, have a chance of dropping exotics every time you run them. The other missions only drop exotics from the mission chains that are currently weekly. We're told in the future, by the way, that those weekly mission chains should be moving from per account to per character, but for right now, run those weekly missions on the characters you want exotics for. Check the View Stats option on your character page. It'll show you exactly what a stat does. Mostly, save them. Right now, I wouldn't spend any resources on gear that drops below level 130. I say yes. Like I said before, there's no rush, and even if you do all of the side objectives, missions don't usually take that long, so stop at them if you can. You'll get more resources and loot for your trouble, and honestly, some of my favorite loot has come out of these random chests. For my grind, I focus on dailies and weeklies. I do the daily faction missions, I do the weekly OLT, I do the Mega Hive, I do the daily Tachyon missions, and then if I have extra time, I also do Last Avenger Standing. Really though, I pick what I'm going to play based on two factors. Whether or not I need a specific piece of gear from a specific mission, and if I do, that's the type of mission I'll play. If not, I pick whatever I think I'm going to have fun playing. Absolutely not. There is so much to know that I don't think I could make a video long enough to fit it all. But you're going to discover a lot of things along the way, and if you have more questions, feel free to reach out. I'll do my best to help. Thank you for watching, and I really, really hope you enjoy playing Marvel's Avengers.